Ishak, Odegaard, Locatelli, Bellerin, William Saliba. Oh my god, we've got some really power pack news for you guys, so stay tuned for that. And if you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing, man. And of course the best part is that we're going to talk about well, finally there's an update about Martin Odegaard, and I think it's a very strong one, and we have to give respect for that kind of update, because it clears a lot of ambitions, it clears a lot of Arsenal fans' minds, and so does it clears a lot of Real Madrid fans' minds as well. So as we speak, let's just talk about it. Well, the first news that we have for you guys is about Hector Bellerin. So according to Gianluca Di Marzio, Hector Bellerin is among the names under consideration by Inter to replace Hakimi. Well, according to Di Marzio, Hector Bellerin is on Inter's list, but that's not the only player. They're also looking for Zappacosta as well. So let's see what happens to Inter's plans of actually recruiting that right back player. Well, moving on, and here's a big update from Dabia Hatabi. Well, she's a journalist at Foot Mercato. Well, she says that according to our information, Arsenal is currently favouring a new loan for William Saliba. He is of interest to the whole world, with at least 9 clubs already expressing interest. Arsenal will sit down with Saliba and decide on the best choice together. Southampton, Newcastle from England, in Germany, Leverkusen, and even Italian clubs are seeking to take him on loan according to our information. All these options are quietly being studied, but there has not been significant progress yet. So it looks like Arsenal would want to sit down with William Saliba and decide on his future once he returns. But for now, the videos that he's sharing on social media, it only suggests only one thing, that he's working super hard in the gym, super hard for his all the defensive work and of course physical work. He's really working hard for that. So that is that. I personally don't know where exactly we are going to go, but let's see. Moving on, so here's a big update about Martin Odegaard. So Martin Odegaard opened up to Chris Davey recently. Well, he confirms that he will stay at Real Madrid. Now Odegaard has dealt a blow to Arsenal's transfer hopes, and here's the update. So Odegaard said in an interview with Norwegian television channel TV2, he says, Real Madrid have been clear that they would like me back, so then it might be time to go there when the training starts up again. Of course, it has always been a dream to play there. I have been in the club for over 6 years now, and that has always been the goal. I always want to play. I have said that all the time. Playing hard is important. He was asked if he had spoken with Ancelotti, who has been appointed after Zinedine Zidane was let go. Odegaard replied, no, not with him personally, but I've spoken a lot with the club and had a close contact, so I feel they have a good overview. And speaking last month, Arteta made it clear that he wanted Odegaard to remain at Arsenal for another season. Now this opens up a lot of avenues. If not Odegaard, then who? The strongest chances of Maddison, James Maddison, coming to Arsenal. Now also another big update. Yes, even Arias Utsada, who is the journalist who talks about Norwegian players going elsewhere, he had confirmed that Martin Odegaard is coming to Arsenal. So he's also confirmed that yes, he will start pre-season in 1.5 weeks with Real Madrid, and Odegaard confirms that he will play for Real Madrid in the coming season. So it's over. No Martin Odegaard to Arsenal. No, not for now. Okay. So, according to Football Italia, TV Dello Sport via Football Italia, Arsenal have made a formal offer for Manu Locatelli, although Juventus are leading the race for his signature. Now, everyone would want to know how much is the price tag at the moment. So, well, as things stand, Sassuolo had a positive meeting with Juventus for Manu Locatelli today, while Arsenal and Borussia Dortmund have made formal offers for the midfielder. Juventus's proposal would be 30 million euros plus Romanian defender Radu Dragusin, a player who is appreciated by Sassuolo. Locatelli is believed to favour a move to Juventus. So Locatelli might go to Juventus because, of course, Italian player staying in Italy would be his one of the best priorities that he could actually imagine about. So that's where he would want to stay. But for now, nothing is ruled out at all. And according to Sky Italy, Albert Sambi Lokonga has been contacted by Atalanta, but his priority remains Arsenal. Yes. Very well. Crazy to speak about. But here's a bigger opportunity. Now here's a very twist in the tale. If you can actually describe it, I had to say it, but it is a big twist in the tale because, of course, yesterday, I mean, we told you about the source which has suggested us that Lucas Torreira is going to Lazio, but that's actually not the truth because Lazio sporting director denies that they are signing Lucas Torreira. Well, that's what LazioPress.it has actually confirmed on their official website with an article about it. So, well, they say that Torreira Lazio, the sports director, denies the deal. We are not dealing with it. Lazio is still to work to give Boris Asari an important reinforcement in midfield. For some days, the number one goal was to get Lucas Torreira. However, according to what reported by La Repubblica, Igli Taray, the sporting director of Lazio, has denied the deal. The possibility of seeing the Uruguayan with the eagle on his chest, however, has not completely disappeared. In fact, Lazio's contacts with Arsenal, the player's owner, continue these days. The Gunners are very interested in Joaquin Correa. So, players could go either way, but it's really interesting. Patrizio Pasqualani actually was from Lazio Press to come up with the news that they're not looking at Torreira at the moment, and that's a funny story because everyone in England is reporting that they are. Anyways, so Aaron Ramsey's agent issues emphatic response to Arsenal return transfer links. The Welshman has found opportunities limited with Juventus, but looks extremely unlikely for a return. There's no return of Ramsey. There isn't. So Football.London understands that a deal would be highly unlikely at this stage, and now Ramsey's agent David Baldwin has confirmed that a move back to the Emirates is somewhat fanciful. He says, "I'm sorry, but can you stop making things up, please? There is not a shred of truth in your tweet." Well, that's why he tweeted out, and you could see the frustration. Yeah, I could actually. Well, Romelu Lukaku agrees with Zlatan Ibrahimovic about Alexander Isak amid Arsenal transfer links. Now, we all know Arsenal are looking at a very potential striker in the market for some weird reasons, because we have a lot of striking abilities already, but they are looking, and one of the players being mentioned strongly was, of course, Alexander Isak. So what did Romelu Lukaku say? Well, following his dazzling performances for the Swedes, Isak has caught the attention of a lot of players, especially Romelu Lukaku. In a Twitter post, Lukaku delivered a very simple answer amounting to just 5 words in total. He said the future is bright for him. He was asked it, and crazy stuff. Well, Zlatan was asked about it. He said, "I have seen him in action and he is fantastic." That's what Zlatan had given his verdict about Alexander Isak, and Romelu Lukaku also likes him. So that's a crazy part. However, it is a three-way battle for Kolasinac, because Kolasinac is reportedly being chased by Lazio and Fenerbahce amid uncertainty over his future. But Fenerbahce could be Kolasinac's preferred destination because, reuniting with Mesut Ozil, strong possibilities. But yeah, Olympiacos are also in the running, having signed Socrates from Arsenal in January. So Olympiacos, Lazio and Fenerbahce, 3 teams are in for Seo Kolasinac. Who will get him? Well, moving on, so talking about more stuff, Cristiano Ronaldo was subject to insults and beatings from Arsenal when he tried using tricks on the pitch. So former Arsenal player Robert Pires told Record that Cristiano made feints and the English didn't like it. It was just a baiting. You can't play like that against the English, and you can't do that at Highbury, Arsenal's home. It was just insults and beatings. At first, he didn't stand it very well. It was complicated for him. Football in England is completely different. It is, okay. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.